martial arts training in the car, Matt in the car. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that. December 26th, just left TRITAC Training Center. Pretty packed night for the day after Christmas. I love it. Guys are fighting soon on January 4th, so everybody's getting ready. Good energy. Everybody was just ready to work. You know, not put the holidays behind us, but you know, holidays are fun. But when you're athletic, you want to move. You want to get back to your routine. So I was really excited to get back in the gym. Spent a lot of time traveling past 2 days, seeing family. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I did. Great to see some people I haven't seen in a while. So a lot going on at the end of the year. TRITAC, you know, I'll be honest, it had its best year we have ever had as a business, and I think that's really freaking cool. It just means that we're doing things right. Obviously, this is martial arts business we're in right now, but my definition of success isn't a monetary success. It's how good are my students and how well are they growing and how well are we serving them. So I would say in 2024, we did an excellent job, especially after me having neck surgery and gone for the beginning of the year. Coming back and having the team do strong and doing strong as a school just makes me really excited. I'm really excited about 2025, which brings me to my topic is our goals for 2025, as well as the future of martial arts. What are some trends that I see in 2025, and how are those trends going to apply to what we do at TRITAC? And let's just start off with something that I think that we do very well already, is the idea of mixed martial arts as an art form. And for all you traditional martial artists out there who, you know, come from a little traditional background and maybe stick to that traditional art, I know that might sound wrong to you, that you're not learning a pure art form, but the trend of 2025, the trend of mixed martial arts, is that mixed martial arts is becoming an art form within itself. That it's no longer mixed martial arts, it's my martial art. It's customizing individual to their own body, to their needs, to their instincts, to represent the best fighting ability that that person can. And that's what MMA is to me, whether it's for sports, street, or survival. MMA is definitely an art form that has some strong fundamentals, concepts in martial arts, but also allows for so much creativity, and it's built upon realism. You can't lie in MMA. You can't bullshit in jiu-jitsu. You can't bullshit in MMA. It's a fight, and I think it's for what we have, it's the best study of combat. You probably heard me say that already. And there are like other things you can study, all the fight sports, or watch crazy fights in Russia where they just do crazy shit. But those are, you know, typically, you know, gimmick fights. But the real high talent, the best fighters in the world, you're walking at the, you know, UFC, you know, all the PFLs, the Bellators to a certain degree, the ones where you're seeing these best fighters challenge themselves in a realistic scenario and seeing what works. And I think that as a style or as a thing to be studied alone is where the world is going. It kind of surprised me not a lot of people do that around here. Some schools do, some schools don't. And if you look at like almost like Krav Maga, if you go back, rewind 10, 20 years ago when that was popular, that's almost what I think MMA is going to become to a certain degree. That's become a little bit more systemized approach to learning, that you're going to have some structured techniques, and then, like I said earlier, allows for creativity. So yeah, that's definitely trend number one, is MMA as an art form within itself, or as trained more so as an individual thing compared to, you train Muay Thai or boxing and then wrestling, then jiu-jitsu, and put it all together. Now it's going to be put together for you with some specialties along the way. So I think it's going to be a big trend we're going to see. Number two trend is the integration of technology, community, information sharing, more so integrated in martial arts. I think we see this a lot in the fitness trends, that the tech for diet, nutrition, sports tracking, coaching, you know, all this, for every single almost sport except martial arts, that there's this deep level of technology integration. And I think these things are starting to catch up to the MMA world, or the martial arts world, should I say, where, you know, if you look at baseball as a sport, it's so fucking studied that, I mean, they have stats in every little thing you can imagine, where the extent of fight stats, like how many punches thrown or how many, you know, significant strikes. So I think the stats and the information is going to change, and get better detailed with integration technology and AI. I also think the community group sharing is something that is I'm actually putting a lot of effort on, because I see this trend going on that people are not necessarily looking for a blanket term, more techniques. They're looking for more connection to the techniques, more understanding of the technique, more, yeah, like, you know, the martial arts goes deeper than just showing up on a mat and doing things. That there are ways that we can dramatically improve our martial arts growth, and working in community, note-taking, video reviews, tasks, all the things I've talked about before that I think are vitally important. And I see that happening a lot in the trend of health overall. And I think it's going to have a very strong correlation or direct effect to martial arts. And I think that's something that, if you guys are involved with a new TRITAC matrix, or involved in my school, or you've purchased a TRITAC training system online, you're involved in our groups already, you know what I'm talking about. These higher level approaches to, I'll call high level, very smart level approaches to training, where you're getting more resources and information that helps you become a better martial artist, and we're very community oriented. So I think that's going to be a big part of the growth of martial arts in 2025, is that communication between members, between the coaches, between students, whatever, is going to increase. And I think that's a good thing. I think that it's going to inspire some great training, some great thought process. Yes, we get these great sharing via Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all that. I'm very excited to do that. But on a deeper level, when you have these more deeper, like, personal connections to people like you train with, or they're sharing the same training platforms, etc., or training systems, that you can connect them on a different level. Third trend, 2025, I think we are going to see more diversity and types of martial arts competitions. You'll see this starting to happen towards the end of 2024 and in the beginning of mid-2024, where you saw, you know, for instance, CGI compete against ADCC. You now see Jorge Masvidal's bare knuckle MMA popping up. Bare knuckle fighting, you know, bare knuckle BKFC is becoming very, very popular. That's a new type of, not new, it's been around for a while, but it's been providing more opportunities for fighters to compete. Karate Combat, very exciting competition that's popping up. Now you have this global fight league that is paying fighters salaries. There's a lot going on in the competition world that I think is a very good thing, because for a while it's only UFC or like ADCC for grappling, and like, you know, IBJJF, but whatever. And it was almost like these events had a monopoly on, you know, fight sport competition, and, you know, fight sport, not competition, it is competition, but fight sport payouts, or, you know, like actually making a living or a substantial income from fighting in MMA or grappling. And it's still so far behind boxing. But these new opportunities and new fight, you know, I don't call them styles, or new competition styles, new competition approaches, I think it'll open up a lot of interesting opportunities for grapplers and fighters that they don't have to just be in the UFC. They don't have to just fight in ADCC or something all these crazy super fights. That there's more opportunities for athletes, combat athletes, to diversify their skills and show off what they know. And I think that's really cool, because not all of us are like, you don't have to, you know, MMA is great, but, you know, if you're a hardcore karate guy and you've spent all your years developing this combative karate style, you know, yeah, maybe you don't give a shit about learning the jiu-jitsu and, you know, the fighting on the ground and having to be a black belt to at least compete in MMA at the highest level, where you can, you know, focus on your stand-up combat. So I think it's very, very cool. You know, same thing with like grapplers, where, yeah, grapplers, if you have a jiu-jitsu background or a stud jiu-jitsu grappler, there's just, the money opportunities are so small for you. But now I think that's going to grow. You know, CGI doing $1 million payout last year, doing another $1 million payout this year. So I think it's really cool. So yeah, trends 2025. I'm going to close off. I'm driving home right now. I'm pulling my driveway. MMA is a style. Martial arts training is a style where you're now combining things together in one cohesive system. 2, integration of technology, community, sharing, where it's a little more focused. And you'll see us start to do that in TRITAC already. And obviously we do MMA as a style as well. And 3, diversity in competition for athletes, for combat athletes. And I think that's really cool. All these things I think are going to set the stage for a very powerful 2025 in martial arts and the future. So I'm, TRITAC, we're trying to be on the front of it. I love this shit. I love sharing it. I love doing it, and happy to do it with you. So, oos, have a great holiday, New Year, Christmas, all that. Love you. Thank you. Oos, bye.